One of the biggest challenges implants have to outsourcing the mail to a third-party processor like PCI is really the whole move itself. We employ a lift and shift model. What that really means is we try to take the work as is, doing exactly the way the client's doing it, lift it, bring it into our facility, gain control of it, and then apply best practices. Now, what does that really mean? Many times in an implant model, the procedures and policies and the documented procedures that you have are insufficient. Now, that's nothing to say about anybody's implant procedure, but things change over time, and many times as an implant, you don't update your procedures fully. They might be 80%, they might be 50%, they might be something. They're just not 100% complete. So what we employ, we actually hire our clients, employees for a short time to work in our facility. Or what works better is we send our employees into our clients' implants to learn the process first. Learn, document as much as possible, and then bring the work over. One of the biggest challenges or hurdles in moving implant work into a third-party processor is people have a perception that they're going to lose control. Well, in reality, you gain control. We all know the old story about the shoemaker with holes in his own shoes, right? None of his clients have holes in their shoes, but he has holes in his own shoes. So what happens is you send your work out to a third-party processor. We have to get it done. There's no options. We can't miss an SLA. We can't make a mistake. We have to document everything. We have to report everything back to a client. When you call up and you need to make a change in an SLA, we have to make that change in the SLA. You can't do anything about it because you guys don't want to hear that somebody's out sick or somebody's on PTO or something else. So we have to do it better. It's just the nature of the beast. So I hear all the time from clients up front, they think they're going to lose control by outsourcing it to a third-party person like PCI. Inevitably, within 2 or 3 months, they say not only do we not lose control, we have more control than we've ever had before. Because we act as your outsourced or your print department, just not in your own building, in another building. You have direct connection to all our account exec teams and to our production teams. We make sure that your job is done correctly and on time all the time. Another challenge for an implant to move their work to a third-party vendor like PCI. Many companies realize the cost savings from taking this internal facility and outsourcing it because they can look at a spreadsheet, but they don't understand the complexity of what it takes to actually send out a piece of mail. It's a very technical process. What I like to tell people is we're an IT shop that, by the way, can print and fold a piece of mail. Once executives see what goes into the process and really understand the process, it's sort of surprising. So what happens many times is they don't put enough technical resources in on their side and allow the time to handle the implementation. Now at PCI, we have a full project management team, we have a full implementation team dedicated to it. That implementation team works with the client for the first 3 to 6 months till that client gets stable in production environment. Then it moves off to account executives and production. That first 3 to 6 months is critical. And then many times after that, we continue to have weekly or bi-weekly or monthly calls with our clients to make sure new projects are going, the existing projects are going. It's an ongoing process, ongoing implementation process. So I'll say one of the big challenges is not understanding the complexity in the mail process and putting the resources and allowing the time to move that work from an implant to a third-party vendor. Believe it or not, there's a lot more going on in that department than you think. Give it the time and resources and not allow for a successful transition.